everyone's good at poker.
Oh, because you don't think of the clear.
Yeah, the loser doesn't think clearly.
Also, because if you want to bet, it's much better to bet on GG bet than on poker. But you bet responsibly. So, game's about to start. Geek, we see the first bands coming.
Game's about to start. Game started.
Well, the draft's starting. Well, yeah, okay, but then we see the first couple bands. Are these bands? The Clockwork band is interesting.
5 seconds remaining.
I guess they saw CM.
They want Earthshaker.
Radiant team
Yeah,
back.
Earthshaker.
Okay, yeah, that's actually a very good point. But do you think Adroit will realize that?
I mean, they could just first pick hero, or DKD. Everything's banned, and then if they pick Shaker, they have the option to pick Rubik. Have you seen Rubik at all?
It's in one game.
Feels like
we saw the one game with Jeff.
Yeah, it feels like we didn't see
10
Rubik much.
seconds
I agree.
remaining.
I think the hero's bad.
No, I think the hero should be picked more because
5
Earthshaker's
seconds
picked a lot.
remaining.
What's interesting is that a lot of times in
Dire team
regions,
back.
you see the Rubik Grimstroke, one of the most common combo, like support duos.
I mean the double lift, double Fable.
It's not so much a combo, it's just that they're both solid, they both
Radiant
do similar
team
game
back.
plans, and they combine nicely without
Alright,
putting
there
much
goes
effort.
your Shaker. No Shaker
Ah,
for
so,
you.
So they realize with the clock ban.
I mean the hero just has a high right now.
52%.
Dire team pick.
Oh, Ricky, that's interesting. Ben?
What does that say about your draft? What heroes of Ricky count?
Radiant team
Not
pick.
very sure. I'm trying to think about
Oh, yeah, Chen made it through.
Chen.
Okay, well, CML and Boomy were hearing me advocate for them. I'm like, let me show you. Let me show you what I can do.
So what are the ways that you can play against heroes? I mean, I think Mirana is like it's not exactly like a full counter, even though you can kill the creep.
10 seconds
He doesn't
remaining.
really need the creep to fight you because he has more regen
Radiant
from the
team
aura.
pick.
Like some players think that the Mirana is actually good at dealing with the Chen, but on the contrary, I think it's not that great. So for the Ember Spirit and Pango,
What about Enchantress, for example, against Chen?
Enchantress against Chen.
To enchant the creeps that he gets.
Yeah, but for me, Chen is not about the creeps.
It's about the heal.
It's about the heal, but it's also about the creeps. But the heal is the main thing, and the teleporting. Because right now the meta is about trying to outmaneuver, get the better matchup.
Better lanes.
So you need to scout, blah 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 blah. But when you have Chen, I have this button where I can just click and I get the right matchup.
Nothing really stops that, to be honest, right? Unless you go for like maybe mobile heroes.
I mean, it's very hard to deal with personally. That's why I think in the right hands, Chen is very very strong. And as usual, as usual, they go for
Radiant
the
team,
early Shadow
Dire
Flame pick.
team
I think they did this 2 days ago.
Oh, that's the way to deal with the heals, eh?
Yeah, but I still think it goes 2 ways because you can deal with the heal, but you don't deal with the push early.
Yeah.
If Chen manages to snowball with the Shadow Fiend, gets creeps, Shadow Fiend's hitting your tower, you don't feel so good as a A. But if you're able to get a good start, you get you win your lane,
remaining.
and then you are the one initiating and jumping onto the Chen, then it feels
5
good
seconds
for the A because
remaining.
then you're stopping the heal if you're getting initiation. But otherwise, I think it's both ways. You know, the Chen is good against the A in some ways. The A is good against the Chen
Radiant
to limit the heal or remove the heal, not limit the heal.
Yeah, remove it altogether. Yeah.
And when you pick Chen, you always want to have great heroes that you can recall to get like a partner. Tusk, Earth Spirit,
Tiny.
I mean, you get the idea. Like this.
Heroes that
Someone
can
has
roam, but there's these.
yeah, some stunts, and you can utilize him to set up kills early.
Yeah,
You don't want to pair the Chen like what's a
10
terrible
seconds
combination?
remaining.
Chen with
static lane.
Kotal, like okay, maybe
terrible.
Kotal is terrible.
5
Phoenix,
seconds
so bad.
remaining.
pause for Phoenix.
Okay, I see.
I mean, I'm trying to make a terrible
Purposely
a terrible duo
yeah.
so that you get the point. You know?
I can see the pause for Phoenix being really bad with Chen. Yeah, that's a good example. Yeah, Chen just works well with the pause fours of the meta, though, as you mentioned. Like most of the pause fours of the meta do suit the Chen play.
Yeah.
Or a tiny Tusk.
I think it's not just about the pass forward. It's like what I mentioned, the importance of the matchup when you are trying to pick, because everyone's picking flex.
The lanes
heroes.
are so strong.
The flex heroes, yeah, the good lane heroes, and then you need to figure out what they're doing, and you want to, we can't lane this hero against that hero. Oh, you can't lane this hero against that hero. The team with the Chen, bring it on. We have the free teleport. Let's try out mind gamers.
And then because of his push, then you use the snowball from the early game to reduce your map, and then choke you, and then it just becomes.
Yeah, it's just very good in the right hands if you know how to use him.
Dire
And again,
team pick.
It's the same with the Takis. It's not just about you being able to play the Chen. It's about your teammates. Why are you rolling your eyes? I'm not gonna say anything about the Takis. I'm just about to explain about the Chen not being just about the guy playing the Chen. It's about the
team playing
teammates. You need to remember, oh, there's the recall. The recall is the important part of the game that everyone needs to understand. Okay, I can take this extra
10
wave because we have
seconds
recall.
remaining.
I can gank this lane and use my TP to farm another lane because I
5
have the
seconds
recall.
remaining.
If that's not in your mind, you're not using the Chen, then it's bad that you pick the Chen.
I actually think Shadowfiend is one of the better heroes as well in that regard to come out with the Chen. He's really useful with the recall. He pushes lanes relatively quickly.
Dragonite, Shadowfiend, DP, those heroes are generally great with the recall.
Yep. Also high early tempo.
Or you want to have say like an Elk. Elk used to be like Chen Elk used to be a thing.
That's because the healing combined.
3-4 months ago. Maybe not 3-4 months ago, like end of the year last year.
It was TI material, the Chen.
Yeah, last year.
Yeah. Well, it was because the healing as well was
Yeah,
ridiculous.
the healing, the aura, and you secure his lane easily because it's safe lane out.
Chen was a bit stronger back then. So like,
The aura was better.
the aura was better and the creeps were better.
The creeps and the recall was on the aura, right? Yeah, the recall was not on the W. It was on the aura back then. Then they changed it over. Then they changed it over because it was too imbalanced. Then you get the recall and the aura in the lane.
You just win easy. You didn't have to do anything else. You didn't even have to level creeps. Actually.
Puck owns.
Puck owns.
Ember, Pango, Void Spirit, one call, GG.
You pick Puck off lane then?
Yeah, why not? Puck off lane with Tiny. You laugh, but it's true.
I'm not laughing. I'm saying I'm not.
You giggle.
Giggle at your excitement
Because
because you excite me.
Call is GG.
I think Coil's very strong. I don't think Geekfam's lineup is that great at dealing with what they have, to be honest. Because Void Spirit can't lane mid. I don't think Ember's the
They
great.
have two flex. Like sometimes.
Yeah, but
like
neither of them is
too
good
many
against
many
Shadowfiend.
flex heroes like Ember and Void Spirit.
Yeah, because what are you laning against Shadowfiend? Seriously, like
Radiant
neither is
team
good.
back.
That's why it's not a good.
Phantom assassin.
That's not a good overall.
So you think there's something
composition.
that can do the Puck thing as well?
The way they are drafting right now, it means that the Void Spirit is off lane. That's the only way they can
What,
make
for
this.
Geekfam?
Yeah,
Yeah, 100%. You can't
That's
lane
the
him
only way they can make this lineup and composition work.
If you lane in mid, you lose the game.
Bold words.
Yeah, honestly, Shadowfiend versus Void
watch
Spirit, I think it's
Void
seconds
Spirit
remaining.
mid. They pick some off lane. I don't know whatever off lane is. They win the game. I'm
5
gonna call
seconds
you out.
remaining.
Okay. I'm ready to take that bet. I would take it on GG bet.
It feels like I set it up for it, but
He does. All this time. He literally end the game and he has a notebook. It's like, alright, how can we shield better? And he just has a bunch of ideas, Winter.
the only ideas I have is about what colors mix together to get
You
brighter
mean
colors.
Great drafts and how you can analyze these teams better. He's the most hardworking analyst
Dire
that
team
spends his whole
back.
time just looking at drafts and Dota buff.
Oracle. Wait, what? They think
I think Tiny's off? Chen off lane?
Dire team pick.
Okay.
I don't think it is.
I don't know what do they think.
I
But
don't think this is. I think Puck is still pretty good. You can still go. You can actually go.
yeah, Puck is all niche.
In center will be fine too, to be honest.
Then you prefer to have a range hero.
10
That's okay.
seconds
It's
remaining.
not wrong. Like
I'm
you said.
suggesting other options, you know.
Yeah.
Open up.
You
Mars will be
wanna-
fine.
5
Okay.
seconds
You want to
remaining.
have for the lane's sake, Nature's Prophet. Nature's Prophet fine too, so they can push a lot. Nature's Prophet, Chen, Shadowfiend, they're gonna hit a very strong timing fight.
True, that's true. And then Pierre could go
And
Desolate.
A doesn't do anything to P core,
You did say that about Venom. So.
but they were not on the same lane. MP was mid.
Oh, it's true. You're right.
Yeah,
You're totally right.
they were not the same lane.
You're totally right. Yeah. We'll see what Adroit does here. Honestly, I mean, I don't think the pool is that extensive that we can keep. To be honest, he didn't go LC this game.
Yeah,
Radiant team
it's
pick.
decent. Sand King, this is one of his favorite heroes. I think Bok likes to play the
He
hero.
does a lot. Actually, it's actually pretty decent here as well.
Really? If they pick a AM, you're gonna cry. AM wrecks you in the lane.
Yeah, but then you picked AM until PA in Shadow.
You win the lane, and you think about the game later.
10 seconds remaining.
That is what Dota is slowly becoming.
5 seconds
I
remaining.
mean, it's very hard to pick because they need a win condition, right? They don't have win condition. Their lanes are not great because they have Pango, Void Spirit, Ember. All these heroes are very weak in the lane, so it doesn't feel very good to pick them together. They are flex picks, yes. They have catch, yes. They have team fight, yes. They have damage, yes. But they're all very weak in the lanes. So they need to at least win the carries lane. If they don't even get to do decent in that lane, you're losing all 3 lanes. And then everyone knows what happens when you lose all your lanes. You just lose in 10, 15, 20 minutes.
What fixes this then? What fixes the...
It's very hard to fix the drop. You have to choose to have one or the other.
What do you mean?
Either you choose someone that can win the lane but doesn't really feel very good against hero, but at least you can play the game because you're gonna win your lane. Because if you choose someone that's really good with your draft but weak in the lane, you're most likely gonna lose all your lanes. If you look at our heroes, Void, it's gonna be Void Spirit Pango, Chen PA. You're not gonna win that lane. Ember mid against SF, you're not gonna win that lane.
Jug here.
Jug.
You may now select
I mean,
your
Spectre's good
heroes.
against PA, but he has the same problem with the other 2 cores. He's gonna lose his lane.
He's really bad against Tank.
Yeah, he doesn't do well in the lane.
He's also not good against him.
I mean, the only thing, like I said, the reason they pick is good against PA. The core-to-core matchup is good. It's great. But he's against a Chen, so there's a lot of heal, there's a lot of sustain. Unless the AA lands the ice boss on everyone that he's going on. It's very, very hard for them to play this game.
Weak lanes. And also, the tempo for Adroit is really good. They have a very explosive tempo, especially if they go Tezo on PA if they want to.
Yeah, I think it's actually better to go that sort of game because if you look at the overall composition, Chen, SF, means that you can play really, really
Oh,
fast.
what? That's Ember Spirit 4.
10 seconds remaining.
Okay, I don't mind the
that
Ember.
is actually, that might be
5
better.
seconds.
I think
remaining.
then you go Pango mid though. You can't go for.
No, they Cuckoo's on Pang.
Yeah, but still, we've seen that goal happen before. I don't think Carl can play Pango. No, I'm not sure. Here's the GG bet odds, by the way. They were mirrored. So go bet on GG bet. Add some spice to your life. Add some spice to your games. But do it responsibly. Do not overbet. And now we're gonna announce, or we're gonna spice it up as well with a potential vote that you could have to see who can get a brand new Mercedes-Benz. Here's the MVP trailer for all of you to enjoy. So here's the matchup that we're about to witness. We're about to go into game number 1 of Geek Fam versus Team Adroit.
The Sharks are looking good.
Shark. They're skilled.
What's the word? Handy, right? That you said.
Handy. Handy is a literal translation, but the connotation.
Prepare for battle.
Prepare
Lakas.
for a lesson.
Lakas?
Yeah, that's in Tagalog. It means skillful or pro.
the next day.
All according to plan.
White.
Your anger is
Oh, I can say these
All
things.
according to plan.
But this reminds me of my pups.
Let's mute.
Yep.
Mute chat, clear chat.
Clear chat, please, for Twitch board. He's actually our observers pretend to mute. Right, lovely. Okay.
Ring. He started with ring. Nice.
That's a good
actually
idea.
Yeah, it's a good idea. You're gonna need the soul ring. What do you think about Spectres going Necrobook? I actually kind of like that.
I do like the Necrobook this game.
I like it on here. I like it on heroes that cannot farm.
30
Yeah,
seconds
so Spectre's
to
a good
battle.
idea for that. Also, the stats suit you very well.
Regen, HP, a mana regen and HP. So what's the idea
Oh,
behind
they are running Void Spirit mid.
Burst Spirit support here? So it's basically another Dragonite support, but he's not as
No,
tanky.
no, that's not
No?
No, Ember Support has actually been played before. Quite a, like, even
So it's actually more logical than the DK support.
I mean, you know, we have to eat our words because they won
The
yesterday,
battle
but it
begins.
is a hero that, like, the whole idea is, first of all, you have a pretty decent damage early, because Flame Guards, you're in chains, so if wherever you go, you know, a lot of damage.
You think he's played for the damage? Isn't he just like played for the setup? Because he has very
No.
easy setup without
So
dagger.
I'm saying in the lane, damage is good.
Oh,
Then you
the lane.
rotate to the mid game where the setup is fantastic, right? As yours. But you bring both. You bring damage and setup. I mean, you're just an Ember. You're playing Ember just with.
But in the early few levels, I feel like, what do I do? As an
Just
Ember-
run at them with.
Yeah, what do you do?
You run at them with them. That's it. What I disagree with a lot is this. I think it's my one of his worst. I think it's worse than Quap.
Quap's not that bad. You can dodge the poison.
Yeah, that's why I think it's worse. Thank you for proving my point.
Dude, look at the last hit. He's 4-1.
Yeah, because the first until level 3, then you have a slight advantage. And you're a Void Spirit. You're one of the strongest laners in Shadow Fiend. Unless, well, okay, I will say one thing. A caveat to this. Some Void Spirits I've seen go for a very aggressive build with the Aether Remnant and Pulse, and you do have a lot of kill potential.
But what's the point of getting dissimulate this
To evade the raises.
Just for the raise?
Yeah, to evade the raises. Because otherwise, if you make a misstep, like the thing is, that boy is played perfectly. Because if you make a misstep, they will kill you.
But if you do that, it removes all the possibility of your supports coming to gank your lane the first few levels, right? Because if you don't have the Aether Remnant, they can't really help you. It's hard.
No, you still go for Aether Remnant, just if you
delay it.
Yeah.
So it's like 1-1-3.
Yeah, 1-1-3. Or I've seen 2-1-2 as well, if you want more aggressive.
2-1-2 doesn't sound that great, because you want to use your regular pulse. That's how you're using pulse all the time.
Yeah, but it maxes out the damage in terms of efficiency. Bok, gonna go down. No! The Tango saves him, but they do hit him with a cold feet. I don't know how White Monstorm there.
Is this the hero?
I'm not sure how White Monstorm there, to be honest.
He has Spectral Tiger on his ass.
Oh, yeah.
That provides vision, friend.
Now, next time when you do analysis like that, don't say like a snarky ass. Just tell me. That's nice. Yeah. So okay, he's actually doing fine without simulating at all. Battlefiend's not doing well at all. Okay, this makes me doubt if I'm saying the right thing.
16-6?
Yeah, this is ridiculous. This is a huge win for Carl. I'll take it back. Whatever. Maybe I don't know the matchup with correct. Usually I will tell you that Shadow Fiend wins this lane, but apparently not in this.
Is this worse than the Void battle that happened to me?
I think we're on the same. Or 1-1.
1-1.
Really dividing. It's actually nice though. I have a co-caster that can divide the message.
So which one is worse? Oh, never mind.
That. He's not a support, so you're wrong about that. I mean, once you get level 3 on stanking, it becomes... Or, no, you're not level 3.
Level 2. Stun and Sandstorm.
Yeah, Sandstorm. But Sandstorm gets really strong once you get level 2.
Yeah, but right now the Spectre and the Void Spirit are doing way better than I expected in the lane.
Yeah, me too.
How about the off lane?
The off lane is relatively even. I mean, there's the expected.
I mean, this is great for the Radiant team because they don't have the. I mean, we keep talking about how they have the weaker heroes in the lanes, and right now they're proving us wrong. All the lanes are going well. They draw 50-50 top. They are winning mid somehow. They are winning bot. They are winning.
Oh, there we go. Carl might die here. Might die. Oh, I think. Yeah, he's waiting for the raise. That's the hugging the Shadow Fiend. Hug the Shadow Fiend. Don't let him kill you, but you messed up.
Oh, if the Tiny took a kill, I'll be so triggered.
Yeah, that would have been a triggering TP. That's what I mean, though. If you don't get to simulate, these things happen as a void. Well, you can simulate.
So you don't want to be too greedy.
It's not, I think it's cocky. I think it's the word. I think you're really arrogant.
Carl is cocky.
A subtle burn.
He is a very cocky player. He is a very cocky.
I mean, confidence is good. We would say he's cocky. You say he's arrogant.
Confidence and cocky are both sides of the same coin.
Yeah. It depends on what spin you put on it, right? It's marketing.
Too much towards the other end.
Well,
but you can't play Dota without confidence.
No, of course not. You wouldn't start playing Dota in general. You see the egos of 2K players. Luke, Upper Mac. I don't know. Oh, the steering chains actually is how they got him. So the two brothers, tag team, kill the Shadow Fiend.
But you can't defeat him alone. Call for backup.
Yeah.
Please tell your supports to come to your lane. It is not a disgrace when a mid player is asking for help.
No.
You know, some players feel bad when, oh no, I don't want to ask for help. It means I'm losing my lane.
No, it's usually.
You'll be surprised. There are some players that think like
And
this.
pro players.
Aspiring. Young new players that don't have much experience, but they feel bad about asking for help in a game.
Yeah. The fact that you got away with this build is a big deal. This is not the build yet you can get away with against. I said it's like if you know how this matchup plays pretty well and you can kill it,
because it
killed.
removes the stack count on the raise as well, right? When you get raised once and then you disengage, does it remove the stack? No, it doesn't.
It's just evade the next one.
See if there's a basic.
I don't think it does have a case.
Oh, so you still have the stack.
surprise! Carl is here!
Strike.
Have no fear. Mac just gets killed easily.
Oh, he is actually doing a great job outlaning the Shadow.
He really is. And Jennifer also rotating really well. It's like when your mom tells you like your brother's broke and your mom's like, you have to help your brother. He's your brother. You have to support him. And I would have known the child. Yeah, that's what I see.
You know, that's like how the younger brother always abuses the older brother. Mom, Jamie's taking my ball game, but he's actually laughing because you're actually not doing anything. You're just sitting on it.
Did you used to do that?
No,
Yeah, okay. I can see a younger brother smile when I...
I'm the oldest.
Dire's
The
middle
oldest.
tower
Ah,
is under attack.
I was the victim.
Dire are scanning.
Alright. Losing the tiny there is not that big a deal, to be honest. I think they're procuring the... Generation. Catapult waves and stuff seem a bit ignored this time.
Well, they made a move mid to
They made a
kill the
move mid,
SF,
yeah.
and now Spectre's level 6. But I think they did.
Yeah, the only catapult left is here.
Radiant are scanning.
Okay, now they have a dust. Okay, they might kill Bach. Bach, another sandstorm in time. As a burst strike doesn't want to get frozen. That makes perfect sense. Raven still chasing after him, a bit slow. Takes the spectral dagger, but Bach, tanky enough. Survive all the desolate, of course. There's a rotation though coming in from the tiny, but there's also a kill in the top lane where CML is being chased down by Carl. Astral steps ready, and CML is dead. They want to. In fact, they see the courier, but Carl didn't see the time. It's nighttime. He could have actually killed
Yep,
the
the boy is going top right now to get the PA. PA is going to be in trouble soon if he doesn't run away. He's dead. Dead. Oh, nice blink, but still dead.
He's gonna go down. Yeah, that was easy for them.
Yeah, the Void Spirit has too far of a lead right now in the game. That's why he's able to make... the move that he's making probably comes at around 8 minutes in a normal game. Like, if everything goes according to plan. But because of the start that he's given, he's able to abuse it even faster. PA wasn't really aware
Dire's
of...
top
didn't see the
tower is under
rotation coming
attack.
in. But there was a ward mid though. Maybe they should have known that the Void Spirit isn't. Nevertheless, they made a mistake. Void Spirit capitalized. 8-minute rune.
Oh, go down, but careful. That's the greed. That's the arrogance. Carl gets killed. Of course, Booney was
How actually does he actually do that? Look, there's a ward. He sees
The tiny.
He
thought he could beat
He's
him.
very cocky.
He thought he
This
could
guy is a
outplay
very
both.
cocky player. Like, what are the odds of you getting to that rune? Like, close to none.
Ah, no, mate. I would have to see the GG bet odds for that. But I do agree. I don't know.
Look, it happens a lot on this guy. He always like doesn't really play towards what vision he has. The only thing he plays to is his own cockiness and his own... he thinks that he can do whatever
Radiant's
he
top
wants.
tower
That's
is
how he
under
actually
attack.
plays. If you
I
watch
mean,
his
he didn't
game,
win.
you watch his game. You watch his game. Look at how he plays.
He did win against a Shadow Feed lane, you know,
Dire's
so
top
there's some
tower
skill
is
to
under
back that
attack.
up.
Yes?
He does put his
I-
money where his mouth is. But at the same time, his mouth maybe a bit too...
I mean, the thing about this kind of players, yes, you get a lead, but you also
lose.
throw it away because of the way you're playing. It's like a double-edged sword, right?
Yeah.
You tend to hear players always talking about how much they value, or coaches or captains, they value stability. You can't have too many of the same kind of... Say you have 5 players, right? Your mid player is like a risky player. Then you need to have a reliable carry and a stable offense. Everyone is the same when you're not gonna win.
Radiant's
But
bottom
some risk is
tower
good, though.
is under attack.
It's when you're losing the game. You need to do something to turn the game around.
Okay, it's time to get a counter kill on Sheffer. Oh, so one more hit. One more hit. A bit too slow. The lucky shot. Wow,
for a
really?
lesson.
Oh, because he used a long range raise.
Set up the middle range.
Yeah, so the middle
Radiant's
raise.
bottom
They're getting the
tower
tower.
is under
They
attack.
defended the top tower, and they are moving. They're moving towards the bot lane here.
Getting for the PA. And PA could be in trouble. Okay, the Etherman will hit. Perfect.
Perfect.
And we can see a lot of things about Carl's attitude with his playstyle.
I see.
The guy
Yeah, he's very nice to watch.
He really is.
Very, very funny. But this is the one thing that I don't like Adroit does a lot of the times when they are committing to it. But they do it with
Oh,
do it before.
we've seen this move before. It's ending well for Adroit for now as they kill the AA and they see an epicenter.
PA is how is this ending now when the carry dies? The carry died. How is this a good ending?
I'm trying to balance out your comments, mate.
Balance out my comment?
Yeah, I'm trying to see the positive side. Rolling Thunder might actually get slow life.
Okay, that's a-
Yeah, it's 100% a meme. Are you kidding me, mate?
So right now, here comes the strength of the
Are
channel. As
scanning.
they're starting to move up. They had a hiccup in the lane. Oh, avoid.
No way.
What? He tried
Carl,
to. He has no.
Carl, if he gets away.
Charges
If
left.
he gets away.
He has no TP. He has no charge. What, how is that worth it? How is the kill worth
The
it?
point. He has Astral Step. He thinks he can get away. He
Radiant's
thinks he can
bottom
get away.
tower
It is mine.
How can you get? Okay, you have no charges in your Astral Step. You have no TP.
Yep.
You're expecting you go for the kill on a position 5 hero.
Yep.
Like that is no way a correct thing. There's no way.
Radiant's
I mean, I'm really the whole time I'm trying to talk about. Cold feet stopped. Yeah. I agree. That was.
And that is how he plays Dota. Now you know what I mean about.
He's a great player, but he needs some. This.
I don't think he's a great player. I think he's a very skilled player, but without discipline.
Right, right.
He will be a great player if he has that skill and the same discipline.
What do you think is? Don't you think it's harder to teach skill or discipline?
Discipline is harder to teach because most of the players right now, because I think the skill level of Dota has gotten closer among the players throughout the years. I think if you're talking about 4 or 5 years ago, there's definitely a bigger gap between the top tier players and the aspiring players up. But right now, I think it's very close. You look at a lot of the skill level is near. It's more about like how you draft, how you play as a team, discipline, control, skills, playing the area. I'm not trying to do too much here.
So would you rather have like say a tier 3 pro that's not as skilled but is disciplined?
Dyer's
plays
middle
would you
tower
rather-
is under
Then of
attack.
course not, of course. Skill is very important. Without skill, because I think you want them to have skill and then you, even though it's harder to train.
Yeah, but there's a baseline. Say it
the skill has to
reaches
be-
the baseline.
the
That would
skill has to
smart.
be the baseline for sure.
And discipline is the add-on. That
Yeah,
makes
the
it
add-on.
tier 1.
Yes. It's like talking about, oh, this guy has a lot of talent but no hard work. But you need to have the talent in the first place.
Yes.
So that you can actually have that ceiling, you know, of how much you can accomplish. But there's also another saying about if you work hard enough, you still get to where you are. But I think that there are certain players in Dota that everyone give, you know, they are actually just better than everyone else.
Yeah, of course. It's very obvious. You
Yeah.
can tell. Even the casters talk about it. When a 2K guy can notice that you're better than everyone else, then you're probably pretty great.
Yeah, so right now, state of the game for Radiant is about delaying until they have this Radiance. Because he has... Okay, maybe not delaying until he has Radiance. Oh, the
I don't know what that play was, Chef. I don't know about that play. We were next to a tier 1. The TPs were obvious.
yeah,
You
that
didn't
was
see anyone.
not, it was not your home.
It was not your home. You crossed the line. Knack, then.
So now Spectre TP. He hunts about 20 TPs back top.
Well, I mean, that's the smartest play, man.
It's the right play, but
It's funny.
he just felt like, oh, you guys shouldn't have brought me down here. I wanted to farm top.
Dyer's
What did you
middle
do to me,
tower is under
slaves?
attack.
I told you I wanted the gold.
The kill secure, right, as Spectre, which is very, very crucial for accelerating yourself to get to the Radiance. I think that's like one of the best heroes, carry heroes that you always ask for the kill. Or you, when you're playing support with a Spectre, you always want to give him the kill.
Of course, yeah, because that's the whole point of Mark. Oh, Ice Blast. Oh, the Ice Blast. Will hit right now. Oh, will hit. That's the kicker. That's how Sheffer goes to the game. And everyone
Radiant's
just
bottom tower is under
speed.
attack.
Created. In the middle lane. Those creeps. Oh, that's... Sorry, I'm assuming you already used the...
And now he recalls the Shadow Fiend here.
Carl.
Nice use of the Chen. Can they push the tower? The Sand King's coming over.
I don't know, Carl, about your positioning, mate. They have toss. Well, Astral Step. Yeah.
Dyer's
Look at what he's doing. Like he's
He's
so,
haunting.
so arrogant. Like what he's so cocky.
Oh, it's a remnant. He thinks he's just outplay him.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
He's just like trying, come and get me, bro.
Yeah, it is, yeah. How old is Carl?
He used to be young, but now he's still like
That is the
early.
case with most people, that they start young and then they become old.
He's still young. Definitely younger than me.
That's also still
Dire are
very,
scanning.
I mean, that's a huge range. How old are you, Winter, again? 50?
Yeah, 51.
Okay.
Smoke. They want to reclaim the bot area. Why are they not going top? She should be going
One reclaim bot.
They didn't have a ward though, but I think they kind of guessed that the PA was there, but now he's
Well,
out.
The reclaim bot
Radiant's
will just
middle
stop the
tower
PA from
is under
action.
attack.
Yeah, but I want to go towards my Void Spirit to fight. I want to fight with him.
Sure.
And then the Spectre should be across the map so he can haunt and fight here. That is what is most ideal. The Sand King is not supposed to be able to play like this, but because there is a ward, smoke broke, so they saw all the heroes in the jungle, so the Sand King just came out and farmed that way.
Yeah.
Oh, the tower!
Oh wow, what a play.
Radiant's middle tower is
This is why Boomy deserves the MVP.
Yep, but you are always chanting MVP for CML. Go CML, go CML. Boomy deserves equal recognition.
They both deserve recognition. I just have to pick one name. CML is easier to... I mean, I'm not
But
motivated.
CML is three, like, you have to say three
syllables.
three syllables. Like, Boomy is like, Boomy, one.
It's not one. You dyslexic. Boomy. Okay. He just played the ice blast hero against the tiny, and now this could turn into a kill. Boomy in trouble. Maybe it's cocky. The rolling thunder will secure the kill. Yes, Boomy burning as well. And the pinball continues trying to stop all of those people. Oh, that is a close.
That
He
was,
plays so well. He's very skilled.
yeah, he's very skilled. I'm not disagreeing. I said he was a very
I agree.
skilled player.
I'm just always surprised though.
But the full package is skill and discipline.
Yeah, but you can learn the discipline though. I don't know why you say that it's not that hard to learn this.
He does not fear the whip. That's why he does not have discipline.
I mean, I would rather that you don't discipline people with violence, but you know, if that's the only option you have. I've seen a lot of
He's
players.
been around a long time, and
What,
he's
Carl?
and he's always playing similar.
Yeah, but don't you find some other players that learn discipline a bit later? Male's a good example. He had discipline a bit later in his career. He was really good in the beginning where he could get away with skill, and then he learned discipline, and now he's doing the best. Some people
All right, I get your point.
I just have belief. I think the guy can be taught. You just need a good father.
The right
figure.
teacher, yeah, the teacher.
A good role model. Like Fear was a great role model, for example, because he's legend. You have to respect him. You can't not respect him.
He's a dad.
Manage your anger.
He is now too. Yes, that is a good point. Yes, and obviously him being a father makes me.
He's actually a dad, so he's a legit father figure.
I don't think that's how it works for sure. Yeah. Okay, A is tanking the smoke there.
Yeah,
Or, we're not
oh, they didn't check the. Oh, they didn't put the vortex to check. They have a sentry there, right? Yeah.
They did not.
See, it backfired. The bot actually backfired this time.
Yeah. Now that
But
was
they
off.
only lost a support, so it wasn't that big of a deal in the end. Do they have Radiance on Spectre now? Soon. 300 gold. Delay. Shouldn't take this fight.
It's taking quite a
Radiant's
while.
bottom tower is under attack.
Dude,
They haven't been able to give him something.
look at his level. He's about the same as the Shadowfiend.
Oh yeah, for this game, yeah, I'm just really pushing. I mean,
What is the standard timing?
for Radiance?
Yeah.
17.
Oh, that's so bad. The 17, 18, you have 8.5k net worth or 8.6.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. The timing is pretty fast.
You're like expecting to go so well for a weak laner.
It's not me, man. I'm just looking at the
Dire's
stats.
top tower
Where?
is under attack.
He didn't think that had a state of mind, huh? Actually, he got a 75 stand line. He's a bit finished.
On with Radiance, yeah.
Radiance and the Ice Blast killing the tiny first. They roll to the 10. What's down? It means it's time to break down the quarter. Do you think that was tanking too? Yol Scepter? Sheffer? Yep.
He kills with start. Was that his use? His second was dead anyway, but he needed to do that to kill him like this.
Yeah, 'cause it's cool. Have you ever watched anime?
Yeah, I mean, I won't disagree. He's one of the most stylish players.
I don't think yet. I guess he's Yol. That's Yol. Oh, yeah, Yol.
Not his use.
No, SF. Now he has Yol. Now he's a rep. No, he uses. Look at that rival efficiency. He waited a second.
Yeah, I know. And he still remembers the tip.
That is the most important part.
The tip is the most important.
Tip is the most.
Round
Okay, I mean that fight was actually pretty well engaged by Adroit though, but they
Yeah,
went
they
a bit
were
too far.
they were on enemy territory. That was not their home. They were on the low ground.
What else did you do there though? The second, oh, he had no burst right. It was actually very close in the burst right though. It was 1 second, so I don't think it was just highly. I'm gonna defend Carl. What an evasion by Carl. They missed the burst. Like this man cannot be caught.
You will I will wait for the right moment. This man will not be caught.
You told me that that's gonna bite me.
So
in
what
the
are the
ass.
odds of him getting caught? Look at the odds.
Look at the odds. Geek fam. People are not trusting the Carl. People are trusting Adroit much more.
Dire's middle tower is under
Your turn
attack.
to show your trust for Carl.
People favor
Go
discipline.
bet.
People favor discipline. No?
Yeah. Fair to say. I mean, I don't think they're just voting because of Carl. Like, I don't think people are like, what do I like more? Just player creativity.
He's going even for the best sword this game. Wow.
I think this was a bad game. I think this game.
I think
Dire
like you
are
would want to
scanning.
have Axe because you want to silence the Sand King and the Chen, all of the backlines. Like if you're going that sword, it's implying that you think that the Spectre is not going to do any damage.
Yeah, we went for Radiance.
And the Axe I feel is better with the Ice Vortex because you can do more damage with the aura,
Radiant
whatever you want
are
to call it.
scanning.
And it gives you stats, you know, so more survivable. You don't just die to a dagger, like a barrel strike dagger.
Okay. The counterpoint here being that he's playing against relatively low.
But this is how he plays Dora. He doesn't care.
Sure. I mean, yeah, but there's also a counterpoint to be made that
Radiant's
he's playing against
bottom
relatively
tower
low
is under
armor
attack.
heroes, which he can use as well. Plus, he's going for a
Radiant
physical damage build.
structures are fortified. Dire's
I mean, like,
middle
yeah, I like
tower
talking
is
about the
under
player
attack.
and everything, but it's, I think
Radiant's
there's a lot.
bottom
But the
tower is under
item,
attack.
when you look at the hero, you don't know who's playing the hero, right? You look at the item and you know roughly who is actually playing the hero.
Sure.
I mean, you are the ones who talked about. You brought up the idea. The
Radiant's
itemization has to
bottom
suit the
tower is
character
under
That
attack.
is true. Suit the play stuff.
and the play stuff.
I mean, I'm not making your assumptions on character based on what I. This later stands for high ground. Ice blast. Pretty solid though to disengage, honestly. There's only two In comes Carl. In comes Carl.
There you demote Cuckoo Lord.
No, but Carl's here to save the day. He's a true carry. Finds the SF. Should be easy with the mark. Mac, not quite dead yet. Carl, under capable space. Simulate. Where's the help from his team? Where's the hug? Where's the help? Nearby anyway. Now finally Carl has to get away, realizing his mistake. He went a bit too deep. Protected with Radiance. Was guaranteed to kill the PA. And Carl helped him gain the chase. Carl helped him win this fight. With the ice by the second time.
Yes, he
He's
did.
down. He can't. Oh, he can kill the Ember, but he can't get away either.
He played that fight so well. It didn't start so good because they were trying to run on the high ground without vision. The Pango got focused. I think he wasn't able to get up. Yeah, his Rolling Thunder. He got comboed by the Shadow Fiend. Died right away. But the PA, I think he might have popped the BKB a little bit too early, and he couldn't fight anymore at the tail end of the engagement. Maybe they shouldn't chase down because they had the high ground and they tried to, because they killed the Pango right
That's a
away.
good
They
high
got
ground.
they got confidence, right?
Yeah.
You want to take the fight. Like
Yes,
watch here.
Actually, there's a
Oh, this is already after
Dire's
the.
bottom tower is
Alright,
under
so they
attack.
went down the low ground, they tried to chase, they took the fight, and Spectre's happy here because he's dealing Radiance damage.
Dire's middle
Yeah,
tower
they're
has
doing,
fallen.
they're fighting a choke point, so Spectre does a lot with the dagger and the Radiance, and you don't even have BKB on the PA anymore, so he's just dying to all the magic damage from the AA, from the Void Spirit, from the Spectre.
The team that lasted so long got two ice blasts.
Yeah, like the moment you use the BK charges, you have to win the fight right there.
I agree. And then retreat. If you don't win it by dead, you retreat.
Or at least hold a position where you have high ground, you have some sort of advantage. Because if you chase and the fight goes down to a low ground, a neutral area, then you don't possess any advantage and you don't have BKB. So you're more likely to lose the fight.
They thought they could punish
Radiant's
Carl.
bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, well, I actually feel like sometimes
Radiant's
when you're
bottom
playing,
tower has fallen.
you're his opponent, right? You're playing against this kind of play. You get angry and you might make emotionally based decisions because
get it.
you're, how is he getting away with this? You get triggered, right? But you have to remain calm even though he's doing stuff like this in front of you. He's dancing, he's tangoing in front of you. You have to make the right decision and be calm.
Yeah, there is a point to be said about the value of a player like that. If you learn discipline with a player like that, you can't do
Yeah,
that.
that's why he will become a very, very good player if he learns this.
Thompson was gone. Not necessarily at the end of the month. He was one infuriating, but
Yes.
also very
But
player.
he would be also very disciplined.
just
Like he learned discipline eventually and he became such a good player.
Yeah. Partially as well because OG is a team that they played the bunch of people too.
Yeah, they're very good
They were
at
experienced at
getting the best out of someone.
It is him who was terrible, I would argue. OG was one of the reasons why Miracle became. Oh, with the first strike. His Rolling Thunder still. Oh, wait, with his Swashbuckle, healing back up. He can Rolling Thunder off. Will survive. Now thinking about going
Double
back in.
damage.
Realizing it's not a great idea. Here comes Carl, though. support. PA, why are you going back in? Is the BKB still available? Okay, the catch call finally punishes cockiness to Requiem of Souls.
But that's good for the Spectre, because now BKB charges are down. The lower the BKB charges, the better it is for the Spectre. He's going to be happy with fights happening like this. Yeah, sure, they killed Carl. He's a core. But at the end of the day, is he really the win condition? No, Spectre's the win condition.
Yeah, Carl's help.
He's the distraction. I mean, he is the distraction. That
I
feels a lot.
cannot believe Winter's talking about Carl this way. Oh my god. Why is he so biased against him?
He has a good item now. He has a medallion, so he has armor.
He went for the. I told you, he went for armor reduction build. I think there's a logic behind that.
He still feels like a glass cannon because
He is.
magic damage, right? Sand King, Tiny, Shadowfin, they're all magic. Sure, you have armor against the PA, but you're still gonna die if you get caught in the stun. And your teammates have no save. You don't have like an Oracle, Shadow Demon. Like when you have those kind of heroes and you play like this, play more risky build, I can get it. But then again, this is his way of Dota. His style.
What do you mean the style? The glass cannon style?
The glass cannon style, and he's a very high risk
Dire's
player.
top tower is under attack.
That's why when you put him on a team, you don't want to put him. You don't want to put him on a win condition hero because of how. Yeah, because he's inconsistent, and the way he plays makes a lot of space for the win condition. So you want to pair with a Raven kind of player, a very stable, safe player, so that there's some sort of cohesion in the team, some sort of balance.
Do you like the GTF competition?
Yeah. I don't like their draft, but they have a very good competition.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Back to low. Going down really low. Quick, there's the heart. Raven getting away. Raven playing around the illusion. Waiting for an outline. He's going the other way. He missed him. Raven just tricked you, and thanks to Cuckoo, they got enough space. They also managed to kill Natsumi and Max straight up. Was one look, finding another kill onto the chest. And Tiny flying in the air, coming back down. They're playing around with him. They're just controlling him. They don't even need to hit him. Triple kill. Raven played this so well. That's the consistency you were talking about. You're on point, mate.
Thanks for backing.
I'm always backing you.
Never back me up. With dinner, you just put so much food.
Yesterday, because we're actually eating in a back end. The guys came in. Winter, give me your food. And I just ran. I think they were shot for free though.
So the state of the game right now is even though they kind of won this fight easily, but I still feel like better execution. They still have a lot of damage to kill them, so they have to be careful. Like the fights, if they get the jump, great. Spectre is probably the last. I think among the Radiant heroes, he's probably the last person you want to jump first as Dire. You probably have to kill AA, Pango. Yeah, these are the heroes that you actually Void Spirit even, because if you actually get the Barrel Strike into the start cost on the time, you can kill him. You don't really want to touch the Spectre. Even without the Aegis, you still don't want to touch him because he takes too much kill. But if you kill everyone else and the Spectre's left alone, doesn't matter. He has no stuns. He has no backup. So they go on here. They go on the Spectre. They stun.
Yes, they go everything on the Spectre. But
he's taking too long for them to kill, and the roll comes in. Control. They took the area. BKB is down. The moment the BKB is down, the PA dies. The SF dies. All of them die. No BKB. They just melt to the magic damage.
A lot of credit given there to Cuckoo.
Yeah, he saved the fight. Yeah. He was the chaos maker there, not Car.
Yeah. Cuckoo was on point there. And also, that's what you talk about the BKBs, right? BKBs are down, Cuckoo can go in, and you can't beat the Rolling Thunder.
They need to be very, very mindful of how they do it.
Very low. Okay, I don't know what this is playing. Okay, they actually have a haunt. Going right in for the Chen I saw. Is this TP going to complete? They can't have enough damage. They do! Mac! TP is not good enough. Even our Observer didn't believe it.
Your anger is useless here.
Okay, so now I think the Raiders is full control of it. They killed the SM again. They forced BKB, they took the bounty runes. They're taking everything away. So right now what remains of Dire's territory is just the base. They can't even go to the triangle. The PA is so afraid of farming outside of the map right now. He won't get much space to farm from now on. He needs to finish
Quite as slow.
Basher, Satan, Abyssal Blade. Wow, he was actually close to.
He was not close to getting
He was actually close to link.
That was a bit of a free. Oh, there's Adroit. And Mac thinking going in, evades the burst strike. Oh, the double astral step. He's going to go through. Maybe it's a bit
How
too
many
much.
spells is he dodging?
He's using all astral steps though. Now he's using a big BKB. Carl, how are you getting away? 3 more seconds to astral step. No, see, you're right. That's exactly the your point. He played amazingly that fight, but at the same time, using double astral step.
Yeah, why did he need to do that? Why? Why can't he just use it one time and just always have an option? Like
Because he evaded everything.
yeah, it feels like he doesn't. When he plays Dota, he doesn't have a plan B. He just wants to go in, and it's always a one-way ticket. If it's a two-way ticket, yeah, great. He doesn't care about the exit plan. There's only one way and one way forward. If he kills you, it's either he kills you, kills all of you, and he lives, or you kill him.
Yeah, I mean,
It's very dangerous to have this kind of player
it is.
for the enemy and for yourself.
He's unpredictable to say the least, right?
Yeah,
because
very,
it's
very
all depending on his skill level.
But you kind of know he's predictable in some ways because you know he's gonna want to go for the kill.
Yes.
That's why you can bait these kind of players easily.
Right, but Adroit is not necessarily doing that. I mean, they kind of did that maybe once or twice.
They were on the other side of the bait.
Yeah, they're getting baited by they're getting baited because they're actually you can tell
They were
they're
triggered.
baited.
How is this guy doing this in front of us? How?
Because you're not in the win condition as you mentioned. This creates a lot of space, right?
Yeah,
For their
that's why it's very important for them to know in the draft. You do not want to put the win condition on this guy.
no.
You always want the backup win condition or the main win condition. Maybe he can be a semi-win condition on Storm Spirit.
Yeah,
Fits his
sure.
kind of play style. But you should always have a carry. Because of the way he's playing, he's probably going to feed. He's going to feed one way or the other because of the way he's playing. So you need someone to back everything up. And that's when Raven comes into play in the game plan.
No, Ravens will no more consistent carries.
Yeah, yes, Aegis is standing in front.
Oh, that's nice.
Another BKB charge down.
that's right.
Spectre's laughing. Another BKB.
I mean, fortunately, that is huge.
I think he's already down to 5 seconds.
Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
I think that was a fun step.
Really bad
on.
now.
Does he know there's no BKB? No, he's going
Another BKB charge.
Oh, but that's
Okay.
also SF. Maybe dying. He has
Oh,
TP. There's no bash.
Carl's dead. He solo killed him.
Oh, how did he die? Oh, right.
Rackham, Yules
Yules
because he has no BKB.
All right, yeah, of course. He should have a BKB actually at this point, especially because he played.
I think he's gonna buy BKB. There's no such thing as backing bar in
That's
the
only,
dictionary.
that's only for bad people, right? If you're a bad player, you buy BKB. If not, you just evade the spell.
I mean, I feel like he's going so YOLO, he's just gonna go for like a Daedalus, you know?
Okay, Shepard. Fine, thanks to the axe. Yeah, I guess they don't have many stuns for the Spirit Boys either, do they? I mean, Burrow Strike is really the
Radiant's
only
top
reliable.
tower is
Zephyr
under
is again,
attack.
like, he's always playing so well on this kind of
Odd board.
Radiant's
position
top
4
tower
heroes.
has fallen.
I mean, it's
you see the
it's
Emperor
not
being
that
better.
odd when you think about what he's supposed to do in the game, right? Because it's like you're like an Earth Spirit, kind of like an Earth Spirit. You're running around slight change. You're setting up disables, and you have like some form of damage to blame God. Yeah, it's better than I can say that's what he's better than Red Knight.
Is it playing it well? It's not enough, like, being hardly fun. It's not
He's doing a lot.
Whoa, what an evasion out there. And now he's wasting their time, Shepard. Actually tanking this nicely. They get a lucky shot. They force the BKB out of the PA. Can they continue this further? Can they kill the PA here? Can they force them out? Maybe just chasing after a Spectral Dagger. They wanted to get a lucky shot. Cuckoo is not lucky today. Cuckoo.
Oh, he's going in. He has Aegis.
Yeah, Raven.
Oh no, no Aegis.
Nah, he's realizing that. No, it's not Aegis.
So
If he got a lucky shot there, the PA was dead.
Yeah, because of the slow. Yeah,
Yeah, of course. Yeah, not because.
not because of this. Well, you said we have to be clear about things, you know. Sometimes
I
people
totally
don't
agree.
understand.
I agree. Yeah.
Precious bounty.
Look, he's not going big. He's going Lincoln's because why not?
Buy the Lincolns.
He wants to block the rules. Like, why else would you buy Lincoln's in the Barrow Strike?
Wow, that's fun.
I mean, most of
Oh, Raven. That be.
he has gone. He just needs to get out.
BKB. Out. Those BKBs are done. You know, he can fight this. He wants to get out. Oh, the Pango's stuck out. Oh, that's why he's TPing up. He could have fought that actually if the Pango got a nice roll.
It's still gonna be a bit risky though, because you see where the other
And
heroes.
Raven doesn't take this.
Yeah, and it's Raven. You know Raven doesn't take. Yeah, he doesn't take those risks.
He's actually such a consistent.
That's why the more you talk about this, the more you understand their composition. Why their team.
Why they're starting to work.
Yeah, why they work well together.
Yeah, because I agree. I don't find that Rioya was the same.
Yeah. Ryoya was more of like he's a very safe player, so he doesn't.
Oh, he's safe util.
Yeah, that's why it doesn't work so well. Cause then who's actually making the plays for the carry?
You can put someone to Mugen who's not undisciplined, but he's a relatively risky-ish
Yes.
player as the retail.
Risky with discipline.
Which Carl can reach.
Oh, hello.
Maybe.
He's not the first guy you want to go on.
Radiant's
Like they
Can they fight? They have
no
the
way
high
to kill
ground.
him there.
They preserve the high ground here. So at least Adroit, the high ground might not be as strong as you thought. Watch Blackula get a free kill all the time, at least. The Rolling Thunder? Stop by the burst by block, you god. He says, I don't care if I die, for I have saved my PA today. He is the martyr that we need, but do not deserve.
The Dark Knight.
Is that what the phrase comes from? He's the hero we need, but we don't need.
No, am I wrong?
I mean, I believe you, I just never won. I'm trolling, I am. Sorry.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Where's it? Oh. Yeah, sorry. The other towers. I don't know why. I forgot how bad 25 towers are.
Who gets the other one? Like dispersion. Like you always get the dispersion.
Who gets the... I want to do more hard. I gotta lose this.
When would you actually get the
Dire's
harm?
top tower
I don't think it's because the dispersion is also damage.
I don't know why. Maybe we want...
Radiant's bottom
Maybe if
tower is
the
under
talent's
attack.
like it lowers. Instead of giving it more
Dire's
damage, I think I
middle
would
tower
consider
is
it.
under
Oh yeah,
attack.
lower cooldown.
Lower cooldown. The X is actually pretty decent. The single target.
Yeah, single target is right. That could be a talent. I can't believe how much the
Dire's
illusion
middle tower has been
took
denied.
down the tier 2 alone. That's too many. You cannot kill them in time. He's missing too many hits. He's going for Rapier. Actually, PS one of the best heroes to use. Thomas Relic is fantastic.
100% coup de grace. 25. X.
They can use this. No, they have no vision. Silvercape saved his life, and Balk is now dead instead. And Carl wants to go further. They find another. That was not necessary to assimilate. Again,
Distortion.
He's all about the style points. Remember the earlier kill the use was not necessary, but he wanted to use kill him with the use.
as he went. I love the Astral Step. My favorite. It reminds me of some Japanese.
Dire's middle tower is under
You're
attack.
an anime person, right? You know all the lores, you know the anime, you know all the random facts on the internet.
Don't categorize. It's my own
Are
stuff.
fortified.
I mean the PA is really got the point. So even if you get the rapier, right? It's very hard for him to cut through the track.
Because you almost kill
Dire's
yourself
middle
first,
tower has fallen.
to be honest.
Yeah, it's very, very difficult. What does he need? Ooh. I think someone needs to get Silver Edge.
Yes.
How are they gonna kill the Spectre?
Yeah, well, Observer even knows which one was gonna get Silver Edge. We didn't have to say. Not to be a Shadow Fiend.
Like, no one else can buy Silver Edge.
Dire
No.
are scanning.
Okay, that's that.
Yep.
What's the Thomas Relic? Alright, more
Your sultan has fallen to the range.
That was like the incredibly bugged items.
What doesn't work? Chronosphere doesn't work on it, right?
No. Like, for example, supposed to increase all
Radiant's
debuffs,
middle
right?
tower
But
is
tons
under
of debuffs like
attack.
spells and stuff don't work with it. Like all of Venom's spells don't work with it.
Oh, why?
Don't know. That's why I don't.
Is it a bug? Or it's meant to be that way, right?
Is it? I don't think so.
What you'll find
They're
laying
debuffs.
around.
For example, it works with most stuns, as far as I know. But I know that it doesn't work with Lucky Shot either. It works with a bunch of. It's incredibly inconsistent. I'm not really sure how the coding came for that. I was very sad as a Venom player. Every time I get.
As a
Right,
Venom
like-
player.
Yeah, because
Are you
every
sure
time-
you want to reveal that
That's
as a
okay.
Venom?
You're talking about techies, so I think we're even here. Because you get Thomas Relic, you use Poison Oil, you think, oh, Poison Oil will last forever, but it does not. It lasts the same amount. Maybe it has to do with DPS.
May it be told the next day.
A line?
Like how is he clearing the creeps?
Oh, right, with the... What is he?
No, it's smoked. That's not right.
Oh, wow. He was too We're all reaching level 25. Got some light stun here on Voice Spirit. I actually tried killing him now, honestly. Without target
I
spell.
mean, he's the guy that will play Puck with the Yules and Lincolns. He's that guy.
Cool.
Carl, when he's playing Puck, he has Yules and Lincolns and you can't ever kill him. I think Puck is the perfect hero to describe
Dire's
him.
bottom
But
tower is under
annoying
attack.
bugger.
Some of these get weirdly
Dire's
personal.
bottom tower has fallen.
No, because when you're playing support, right, like, there are some players that always like make that extra step to kill you, to come and kill you. And normal players, they wouldn't, like when you're standing in certain positions, they wouldn't even try risk it to kill you. When you're playing against Carl, he always tries to kill you. As well when you're playing support against you, remember this guy.
Bottom tower
That's
is under attack.
I guess we played against him in
Dire's
your
bottom
pub.
tower
That's
has
not what you're saying.
fallen. Radiant's top tower
Competitive game.
is under
He always
attack.
tries to go for the extra,
Dire's bottom
go
tower
the extra
is
mile.
under
Makes you hate your life.
Yeah, it's very
Dire's bottom
annoying to
tower
play against him.
has fallen. Radiant's top tower
Normal
is under
people won't take that risk.
He will.
Yeah.
He's the E of the situation.
Like, so look at how difficult it is for them to fight. The Spectre runs in, they can't even touch it. And the voice crew is just jumping in and out, trying to bait you to pop your BKBs. When you pop your BKBs, you know you lost the game.
Yeah, you know you're lost. It's all about the discipline against Carl. And you're also so infuriated, you just want to go at him and kill him. You know it's not going to work.
Yeah.
Yeah. True king.
Dire's middle barracks are under
Constantly stimulating the latest spit with daggers, making damage.
Dire's
Use a guard to
top
see if they can
tower
defend.
has fallen.
I wouldn't disagree. He's one of the stars.
Oh, that is Divine Rapier for sure now. Bog uses Epicenter. Must be Divine Rapier, right? No, not you. Yes, oh, that was... Yeah, 25 shots, I guess. On the first kill on Bog. Oh, Vady just breaking his stuff. Got the agent, making play, makes it aggressively. Going for Maggie, third and catches him. I think Max does more again. Into the PA trouble, very chase. Please Shepherd's Spirit Bomb. They try to toss for it, but they only toss for 4. And without PA, isn't that his Divine Rapier? 100 seconds outer. Useless. Time Kingdom Mountain. Because of course he does. He gets away. Sure, they lose Shepherd. They want to clear this out. They're diving the fountain to secure this game. Carl is taunting. GG Carl.
Yep, he's definitely the MVP here.
Top barracks
He honestly played.
Him and maybe you could make an argument for set MVP. But I would favor, I think, the boys great and the Embers great because they are brothers, number one, and they, you know, I remember the plays more, you know, compared to the. No offense to
They were
Kuku.
very
Yeah,
flash.
but they were clutcher.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Honestly, Zephyr on the floor was impressive.